for like this
What
segment.
up?
Let's see. Let's see if we can make it.
So welcome to 6 Feet Apart, and this is our 6th episode, so it's going to be a good one. We've got Ari Chambers here today from the Bleacher Report and the queen of Highlight Her. Thanks so much for hopping on here today.
I'm really excited. Your energy just made my morning.
Oh, good. Hey, got to get positive energy out here any way possible. So basically, I just like to start off with what was your experience when all of this COVID-19 was happening, when they canceled the NBA and then the NCAA canceled the entire tournament? I know you work heavily in basketball, heavily with the WNBA. Walk me through what it was like personally for you.
It's actually ironic because a week before the cancellations, we were talking about how we had a travel restriction. And I was like, we can't have a travel restriction because the women's Final Four is in New Orleans. Like, I have to go, and nobody else's company had like made those guidelines yet. And so I was like, I'm going to be the only one not going. So I was talking to my manager about it. It was like, can we make an appeal? Can we do something to get me down there? And then I remember March 11th, we were about to watch some basketball, NBA games, and then Rudy got COVID. And so that was the end of all sports. And then it's funny because the ACC was still having their tournament, and they sent out an email reminder saying, hey, we're still happening. So I'm thinking that the Final Four is still happening. It hadn't been canceled yet. And so I'm still trying to figure out a way to get to New Orleans. But when it's all said and done, it just really put a halt to everything we were doing, as not having sports to rely on to bring us together, because sports is unifying. And then when we're already isolated and we don't have that unifying factor, people are really running around like, oh my God. And it's just really sad. But yeah, this is my first time not going to the Final Four, and I don't even know how long. I missed the ACC tournament because I didn't want to ask, the company for too much. And so the ACC tournament, I wish I would have gone to, because NC State women won it. And I'm like, pack pride.
And that's your alma mater.
It is. And so I should have been down there, but whatever. So this is the first time in 10 years I didn't go. And so knowing that I didn't go to that, and then knowing that I won't be able to attend sports events like for a while, really freaks me out.
And as a creator, like, sports are your life. It's your job. You love it. Like you said, you've gone to the tournament the past 10 years. It's just a part of your livelihood. How have you tried to create content during this time? I mean, we can always count on you for some fun content, smiles, like unique, like, and even just Bleacher Report, the company you work for, like, how have you guys as a company and as an individual tried to create just cool content for people to look forward to?
I'll speak individually. I always have been focused on the off the court things with the women. So, whether it's doing my hair with Dee Dee because her puffs need to be talked about. And I just did a workout with Cheyenne Parker because, she dropped a lot of weight in the past year, and she's been doing these IG live with the workouts. So I'm like, I need my body to be snatched after this because I'm just eating everything in sight. And I'm not working out like I should be.
It's that quarantine 15.
Exactly. And it's mortifying because I'm like, God, if I leave out of here looking sloppy, hello, on camera. Anyway, but have to do that content that's just, doesn't have to do with live sports. And I think that now is like an ample time to show personalities, to make something out of nothing. And it's really challenging, but it's really fun.
And I saw you hop on Tuli's Instagram live the other night. She's a UConn women's basketball player, for those who don't know. What was that like? What did you guys talk about? And what was your experience on it?
I'm so inspired by her. That was the first time we actually had a conversation. So it was really, really cool. I've seen her in the locker room in previous years. She was reading, so I never wanted to interrupt her. She's such a scholar. But just talking to her about her memories of playing in college, her NCAA memories, and then her memories of me interviewing her teammates. And I'm like, God, all the time wasted where I didn't get to talk to you. But now I'm happy that we're starting a little friendship. It's very cute.
She's so well spoken. I followed her on Instagram after I saw your interview, and she's incredibly well spoken. And
she wrote a book. Like, she has a children's book. She's really dope. I just think that she's she's the future. She's the now.
Like, obviously you've been to the WNBA draft. What do you think it's going to be like tomorrow?
I just feel it's so bad for the class of 2020. I just feel so bad. But the WNBA is making a conscious effort to still make them feel special. Everything's going to be exactly not exactly the same, but they're trying to emulate all the activations as best they can virtually. So, they're going to have the players talk on broadcast. They're going to have, various aspects that are similar to the previous years. But I'm looking forward to seeing the future of the W, especially with the new CBA, and there's a new enthusiasm around it. My favorite player going into the draft is Kennedy Carter. I think she's very cutthroat, very like full of heart. So I know everybody's on
Grit.
the
She's
Sabrina
got the
train,
grit.
and like Sabrina, I think she's very talented. But right now, my focus is on Kennedy, where she's going to end up. And going into the draft, knowing the Tina Charles trade, that's insane. And I'm like really, really happy to see Shatori come to a different team and be able to shine too. Hopefully, like can show her real talent because she has a lot of talent and she hasn't been able to showcase that yet. And I'm just really excited to see the revamping of a new season.
And although it is being live streamed and there is no actual live draft itself where the players get to go and have this great experience, do you think that maybe they could kind of make history with this because there are no sports and more people might be tuning in to watch this and being more aware of it?
Yeah, it's on the main channel. That's really important. And it's 7 o'clock. That's the prime time. And they have to set the standard for the NFL draft the next week. So they're really the pioneers. People are going to be tuned in to see how it does. People are going to be tuned in because literally there's no other live sports. People are going to be tuned in because of overall enthusiasm about the W. It's going to be an interesting way to see if they can pull it off. And I think that they will. I'm looking forward to it. I'm wishing them all the best because Lord, what a mess. Then this was like within a month they had to pull this together. So jeez.
And like you said, it's the first one, and then it'll be the NFL draft, and then it'll be the NBA draft. And who knows what else could be near the future, considering we're kind of just in like a question mark phase. I feel like
it's
we don't
setting
really
the
know
standard. So we're like, sis, take the reins. let's see if you can make it. I'm just excited to see, who will pop up at the games at Barclays because we have a new arena. Like, it's been a rough past 2 years in Westchester. That is a trek. Happy that we have a central location where it's easy for, tourists. It's easy for people who live in the neighborhood. It's easy for people who live in Manhattan to just get to. A lot of trains go there. And then it's a really nice arena, really young and fresh and hip. And I think that it's going to be really, really good for the organization going forward.
Well, hopefully I will be able to make a trip down to Barclays.
Girl, you better take a train down here. You better drive down here.
But what about during quarantine for you? I mean, obviously, we talked about there really are no sports. You'll be watching the draft tomorrow. What else have you been doing to keep yourself busy and not stir crazy without sports?
I literally boredom bought a tumble track. So I don't know if you know, I have a cheerleading background.
I was like, too.
So I bought a tumble track on Amazon. They're only like $140, and it's like they have this inflatable thing. So it you plug it in and you blow it up, and it's like a little tumble track that you can put like outside or in your apartment. I'm gonna try it out for the first time on Saturday. It just got delivered yesterday. I'm really excited about it. It's been holding me above water now. So I'm like, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
I'll be making all the TikToks with it. I'm like, let me see if I can still flip my. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm not that generation, but hey, we're gonna try to like lean into that. I've seen a lot of cheer challenges on TikTok, so maybe do some of those. But like, that's what I'm gonna dive into next. Just seeing if I can still flip my knees over my head.
So you are coming out of cheerleading retirement.
Oh, 100%. I am going to be looking for I have been like researching open worlds team since quarantine hit. I'm like, I need to put a crop top back on. I need to go to worlds. I need to compete. I need to cheer again. It's like something that's very empty. That's what I've like learned. That was a self-discovery in quarantine. I'm like, I miss performance. I miss cheerleading. And I need to do it in a all-star setting and not just professional.
Coming out of retirement for cheerleading during quarantine, what are you gonna do after? First like 3 things that you got to do after.
I'm going to check up on the status of WNBA games because I want to head out to Barclays and watch some basketball. I'm going to probably live the whole day in Starbucks because lattes are important. And then I'm going to just go to my office and frolic. I actually love being in my office. I love it. We have a basketball court there. We have multiple studios. It's like a little game area in the main floor. Like, I love that office. So I cannot wait to go back.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know what the Bleacher Report office is, look it up on Google. It's literally the coolest thing ever. I remember when I went there, I was like, "That's where they went."
We got rosé on tap. It's fine.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oh, I'm starting with that clip. We got rosé on tap.
It will be very true to brand. It's fine. The CEO knows it's like
True to brand. Well, Ari, you just went 6 feet apart.
Oh, thank you for having me 6 feet.
Yeah. Uptown, what up?